Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton and beyond. This week, we have a special on Denmark's Thomas Cup victory as we speak to the winning team about their extraordinary journey in China.
It is now Thomas Cup points for Japan.
Down the middle.
Japan have rewritten the record books. A fourth country's name will be engraved on the Thomas Cup trophy.
2 years ago was an eye-opener for many teams because Japan just have an overall good team. And you could see their team spirit and you could see that they really wanted to win for each other. If Japan can win Thomas Cup, I think we can win as well.
Danish teammates are ready to leap over the banisters at the back of the courts. They've done it. Denmark have won the Thomas Cup.
When the last shuttle hit the floor, we were just over the moon, and that's one of the highlights of my career for sure.
Denmark winning the Thomas Cup is just, such a big achievement, and I'm really happy and proud.
So I don't feel like a hero, but of course it was an amazing feeling winning the final point and giving the first Thomas Cup title to Denmark.
What a moment that was. A first ever world men's team title for the red and white. Unprecedented and at the same time unexpected. The manner of the Scandinavians' triumph showed once again that glory does go to those who never stop believing. In this special edition of Badminton Unlimited, we look at Denmark's momentous journey at the Thomas Cup through their eyes as they gave us an exclusive view into the drama as it unfolded in China. An athlete's career is largely defined by distinctions, and for those who wield the badminton racket, the Thomas Cup symbolizes one of the coveted titles in a male player's career. It's the prestigious team event where players gladly put aside personal ambitions to chase national glory. Denmark has had a history of being the competition's nearly men. They've had one hand on the trophy on 8 occasions, with their last runners-up finish a decade ago. But going into this year's edition in Kunshan, China, there was a quiet belief in the Danish camp that this could be their year.
Yeah, well, I've been chasing the cup for 18 years, first as a player and since as a coach. I'm just very proud. I know the effort, the desire from the players, the team, the staff to win this.
We believed we have a very strong squad and we had a lot of confidence before going to Kunshan. So we knew that if we played very well all together, then we have a shot at winning a medal.
Those ambitions were put to the test even before the team left for China. Injury worries and flight delays threatened to dampen the mood, but it did little to peg back their aspirations.
Actually, I was not sure about going. I got a really bad message from the doctors regarding my hip, as many know, which was a big problem during the tournament as well.
When we went from Copenhagen, we were supposed to go to Shanghai and then there to Kunshan. But unfortunately we hit a bird, and I was actually sleeping at that time when I heard it on the speakers that we had to return to Copenhagen. So yeah, it was really a bumpy start, as you said.
Most of our players are seasoned travelers, and the fact that we actually got bumped up to first class, a majority or business class, helped a little bit to get the mood in the right direction.
Despite arriving in Kunshan later than planned, the shuttlers quickly shook off the jet lag and were soon going through their paces at the Kunshan Sports Center Stadium. Denmark were in Group D, pitting against Chinese Taipei, New Zealand and South Africa. And once the action commenced, the Danish men swept to 5-0 victories against New Zealand and South Africa, leaving a crucial clash against Chinese Taipei, who had also turned in similar results. It was in this vital group encounter that the scratch pairing of Mathias Bo and Matthias Christiansen delivered the crucial winning point for Denmark to secure top spot in the group.
My first Thomas Cup, and I played with Matthias Bo, and that was a huge experience for me. It was a huge pressure because if Matthias and I won, we would win the match. So of course I was a little nervous, but I think we handled the situation very well, and we won the game. So that was very good.
As decisive as it was for the seedings going into the knockout stages of the Thomas Cup, the win against Chinese Taipei also consolidated their belief in doing well for the rest of their passage in Kunshan.
Of course, we wanted to, most of all, win the group. It's very important that you get one of the seedings and you miss out on the top teams. But also to win all your matches, give a good confident boost, and especially the match against Chinese Taipei put us in the right frame of mind. We were a little bit under pressure, but we managed to find a 3-2 win, and it kind of gave us an indication that we had a strong team where everybody was able to win a match.
When we return, the Great Danes reveal the highs and lows they've experienced in the elimination rounds. For more information on the badminton competition at the Olympics, log on to olympics.bwfbadminton.com. BWF's dedicated Olympics website. Read the latest news, get live scores, results, photos and information from the Rio 2016 Olympics. Keeping track of what's happening at the Summer Games has never been so easy.
They've done it. Denmark have won Group D.
The knockout stage is when the tournament really gets down to business. With the field whittled down to 8 nations, the competition heats up as the top teams battle to get to finals day. And it was nothing short of drama, excitement, and rollercoaster emotions for Denmark. Carrying an injury, Mads Peter Kolding was rested in the quarterfinal against Japan. His absence put a further strain on the doubles squad as they were already without Carsten Mogensen. Players had to be swapped, and the two remaining best doubles players, Mads Conrad Petersen and Matthias Bo, were paired up.
I've been on the National Center for 6 years, and maybe for 1 hour or something we played, so that's not a lot. It was just to try our best, and we knew that in the Thomas Cup everything can happen.
Much rather play than be on the outside, standing in amongst the crowd and not being able to do anything but cheer. So, yeah, not a great feeling.
In a tight contest, the Japanese men lost out to Denmark in the deciding third singles match. Shockingly, favourites China also fell at the quarterfinal stage. Korea stunned the hosts 3-1 and denied the Chinese from reaching a semi-final since their debut in 1981.
Obviously, China losing made us aware that there was a better chance of winning, but we had so much focus on playing Malaysia the next day. We were just over the moon being in the semi-final and having secured a medal for Denmark, because the last time we played Thomas Cup we lost to Malaysia in the quarterfinal, and almost the entire team was also playing 2 years earlier, so we just kind of wanted to get revenge.
An understrength Danish side faced 5-time Thomas Cup champions Malaysia in the semi-final. Kolding was still unfit to play, and with Jorgensen struggling with injury, the singles ace was dropped from the lineup. Lee Chong-wei put Malaysia on the winning path after grinding down European champion Axelsen, and first doubles Go Vishem and Tan Wee Kyung doubled the lead when they saw off scratch pair Bo and Conrad Petersen.
We didn't really hope to be down 2-love. We were hoping for 1-1 after the first 2 matches. So obviously there was a lot of pressure on my shoulders. I was actually quite nervous, which is also quite clear to see if you watch the match. I start with a flick serve that's almost 1 meter out, I think.
Goodness me. The nerves quite obvious for Vittinghus.
So I didn't really control my nerves in the beginning, but I was also extremely aware of my tactics. I knew exactly what I had to do. So I tried to kind of just laugh it off and focus back on the tactics and the game plan I had decided to play with my coach.
Although Iskander Zulkarnain Zainuddin got off to a blistering start for Malaysia in the third match, he wasn't quite prepared for the Vittinghus.
Smithereens as he got back.
Once the Dane got his nerves under control, the 30-year-old was throwing himself all around the court, producing some outstanding defensive badminton to thwart Iskander's big shots. The pattern shifted, and Vittinghus wrestled back a point for Denmark.
And Vittinghus has kept Danish hopes alive.
Malaysia still had the edge, and when Koo Kien Kiet and Tan Bun Hyung very comfortably took the opening game over Kim Astrup and Anders Skarup Rasmussen, Malaysia thought they were on course to book their place in the final.
We got off to a very good start, leading 6 or 7-2, but from there we went totally black. We blacked out and we couldn't follow our game plan, and we lost the first set pretty huge.
Like, I remember Mads Kolding coming in and said, "We need you guys in there. We really need to shout and support these guys. So just drop whatever you got in your hands and let's do it." And then I can just remember and going in and just full throttle and just shouting all we could, and then suddenly everything just turned around from that one set down for Kim and Anders, and then they really started playing, and there was no looking back from that point.
We fought our way back into the match and made it very physical hard for the Malaysians. And with a lot of discipline, we managed to win the match and give Emil a chance to close it.
So it was down to the fifth and deciding match in the Thomas Cup semi-final. And Chong Wei Feng's experience was expected to count against the relatively unknown youngster, Emil Holst.
I was very nervous when I walked on the court, but also before the match. Me and Kenneth has talked the day before and also on the day that I should prepare in my head that I should play no matter what the situation will be in the team match. And we were behind 2-0 against Malaysia, and still I was thinking and hoping that we could come back, and then I should play the deciding match. So all the time I was ready to play.
We knew we had a good chance because Emil likes these situations with a lot of pressure and a lot of attention. So we knew it was not impossible. But you also never know in the fifth match, and we also were struggling to get to the fifth match. But in the lineup it was not that difficult because Jan was unable to play and Emil was the last single player. So, but that was also why we brought him, because we know he can rise to the occasion, and he definitely did in this match.
Oh my goodness, that's extraordinary.
I think that was one of the biggest tests in his career so far, and he just managed to take it so calm, and he played so well, and even though Chong Wei Feng has more experience, is more experienced than Emil, then he just beat him quite safe, and I think that was a really good performance.
They've done it! 10 years Denmark will contest a 9th Thomas Cup final.
After the break, we have all the drama and joy from the final, including the Danes' reactions to a hero's welcome on their return to Copenhagen. Visit our YouTube channel, badmintonworld.tv. There are tournament highlights, plays of the day, as well as past matches to savor. Missed an episode of Badminton Unlimited? Do not fret. All the episodes are available for your viewing pleasure. All the best badminton clips are just a click away. Let's check out the buzz on social media surrounding the Olympics. Spain's Carolina Marin is getting all the love from her family. She tweeted in Spanish, "The best support I can have. Thanks for everything. My best supporters. #badminton, #Olympic Games." Denmark's Hans Christian Vittingus, who is in Rio providing badminton commentary for Danish TV, shared this photo of his schedule and said in Danish, "It's harder to be a commentator than you think." What's faster, the world's fastest man or the world's fastest racket sport? Malaysian ace Lee Chong-wei strikes a pose with Usain Bolt and tweets, "Hello, Mr. Bolt. #world's fastest man, #Rio 2016, #Olympics." Get in touch with us on social media. Follow us on Twitter, tell us what you think of the latest news, or perhaps you just want to leave an encouraging post for your favorite player on Facebook. If you've got any comments or photos to share, do get connected with us on these social media platforms. Don't forget to include these hashtags in your post during the Olympic period so everyone in the badminton community can find, follow, and contribute to a conversation.
No country outside of an Asian nation has won this coveted trophy.
I didn't dare dreaming about winning. We just enjoyed ourselves, and we had such a good team spirit, and we had a lot of fun during these games, and I just think that was one of the big reasons why we came so far.
So history was in the making for the 29th Thomas Cup final when Indonesia faced Denmark. The Southeast Asians were going for a record 14th men's team title, while the Danes were aiming to do what none of their predecessors had done in 67 years, lift the Thomas Cup.
It's the biggest match of most of the players' lives. So it was also handling the pressure and being able to perform at close to your highest level, because you can't expect to perform at your best level with such kind of pressure.
Victor Axelsen powered Denmark ahead, beating Tommy Sugiarto in a tight first singles match. Then, world champions Mohammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan showed their class against Conrad Peterson and Kolding to level the scores for Indonesia. But a fired-up Janno Jorgensen banked on his experience against the young Anthony Ginting to give Denmark a 2-1 lead. The doubles rescued Indonesia again. Angga Pratama and Ricky Karanda Sawardi put the 13-time winners back in the contest after beating Kim Astrup and Anders Skarup Rasmussen. Once again, it came down to the 5th deciding match, a scenario that has become all too familiar for the Danes. And if there's one player Denmark could rely on, it was Vittingus.
I had shown 2 days in a row that I had what it takes to handle this situation, and I also reminded myself that what I've always dreamt about in Thomas Cup was standing in this very situation 2-all and being able to be the deciding factor. So I tried to remind myself that this is your chance, and now all you have to do is go and execute the plan that you already made.
Rock solid in his performance all week, Vittingus showed that his years of experience mattered against youngster Ihsan Maulana Mustafa. He was a picture of calm and sheer confidence, chalking up a huge lead over the Indonesian youngster.
At 19-7 in the second game, I was starting to think about how to celebrate because I felt very sure that I would win. But then, yeah, the next 30 seconds is just one big blur.
I think it's 18-7, and Vittingus celebrates when he's winning that rally, and I kind of yell at him, no, you gotta stay focused. And then he yells back, no, I gotta enjoy it. And I say, no, you don't, not until you got 21. And then he wins the next 2 points, and then I kind of say, okay, you can enjoy it from now on. But I wasn't sure until probably we got 20. I just wanted to win that bad.
Denmark have won the Thomas Cup.
Can't actually remember quite exactly what we did, besides just jumping onto Hans Christian, and just we went mental for 3 hours and the whole night. So I still get goosebumps when I think about it and when we talk about it.
You saw, yeah, almost in tears from Matthias to the younger Matthias. So you had the whole spectre.
Denmark are crowned kings of the world and become Europe's first to lift the prestigious men's team trophy. They've rewritten badminton history, and what a moment it was for the Danish men's team.
It was a huge honor. I'm very, very happy and grateful to all my teammates that they decided it was me who got to lift the trophy. And yeah, just talking about it makes me a little bit emotional, because also watching the footage of me lifting the trophy is, it's probably the pictures I enjoy the most looking at. It's a very proud moment for me.
The outstanding evidence that all 10 players at one point delivered a huge win that counted for the team score is kind of just unique. I'm just very proud to see that Denmark can lift the cup.
And the celebrations continued in Copenhagen. With the Thomas Cup trophy making its way to the West for the first time, excited fans, family and friends greeted Denmark's champion men's team at the airport to congratulate the boys on achieving what their predecessors could not in 67 years.
After winning, we were all really, really happy. We went out and celebrated, and 48 hours afterwards we were just all really happy, and to see family and friends and all the media at the airport was really overwhelming.
The newly crowned 2016 Thomas Cup champions received a hero's welcome back home as thousands turned up.
I have never experienced something like that. Couldn't see how many people there were. We were just going out, and then for like 2 hours, just people grabbing into you and say congratulations and wanted to say something, and it was just crazy. I have no words for. We didn't expect that at all. Badminton is bigger in Asia, and it is not big thing here in Denmark. So yeah, that was really a big thing.
The atmosphere was just ecstatic. It was almost like we won at that very moment. People were so happy and thrilled, not only for us, but for Danish badminton in general.
The festivities continued the following day at the capital City Hall Square, a Danish tradition where athletes are honored in a ceremony.
Yeah, that's a tradition that we haven't experienced a lot in badminton. It also says a bit about how big this achievement actually is for Danish badminton, that we got this invitation by the mayor of Copenhagen. And being at the City Hall was great. The speech that the mayor gave on behalf of His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince of Denmark, it just felt like it was such a heartfelt message. It was, yeah, it was another great day. There has been a lot of fantastic days with this Thomas Cup win.
Take a bow, Victor Axelsen, Anders Skarup Rasmussen, Kim Astrup, Emil Holst, Matthias Bo, Mads Conrad Petersen, Mads Pieler Kolding, Matthias Christensen, Jano Jorgensen, and Hans Christian Wittingus. Your names are forever etched in badminton history.
Oh, such joy for Denmark.
Before we go, let's see what the international circuit looks like as we check out the Badminton Unlimited calendar. And don't forget to catch all the badminton action at the Rio 2016 Olympics. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we have an exclusive with Indonesia's men's doubles Angga Pratama and Ricky Karanda Suwardi, and we're in Nepal to report on a special shuttle time event in Kathmandu. See you next week.